Hey guys, Max Monty 1516 here, back again with yet another 2022 Thomas Wooden Railway review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new model of Diesel. So let's go ahead and dive in. Looking at the box here, of course, it is the same smaller box style given to Thomas and Rosie and Percy and all the others. But yeah, so of course, as you can see, a very clear decal there of Diesel on the front of the box. And then, of course, there's the logo on the front, the top. And then, of course, you can also see Diesel's name printed in a few other languages. I don't know what those are. And yeah, of course, his name is here as well. Fisher-Price logo. And just, yeah, pretty standard box. But again, I really like the box. And of course, there's the side there, the back, and the other side. And of course, the bottom with all the licensing info and everything. But yeah, of course, we got the slide-out packaging here. And you can see clearly there is Diesel himself. And yeah, there's something a little bit telling in there that we will talk about a little bit later. But yeah, I will be right back once I've opened this box. And here we are with the brand new unboxed Diesel. And first impressions, man, he's fantastic. I love this model. Unfortunately, there is one thing, and that is the face. So, if you didn't catch that, this Diesel model is a factory error. And if we look here on the box at what he's supposed to look like, there's obviously something a little bit wrong here. So, yeah, you know, his eyes are way too low. They're like, his nose is in between the eyes. Yeah, he kind of looks like the reboot Diesel. And, yeah, so anyway, it's kind of disappointing, also kind of funny. I don't know if I'll buy another one just because, like, it's not that distracting in my opinion. But, you know, there's something to think about. If you're buying these on Amazon like I am, maybe a batch of these was shipped to Amazon, like with a screwed up face printing, I don't know. Anyway, looking past that, I do think this Diesel model is fantastic. And again, no complaints. Like, these just have really good detail, printing, quality, everything. It's very heavy. Diesel is actually the heaviest model of the three that I've owned so far. He's heavier than Gordon, or at least Gordon without his tender. So yeah, I'll give you a clear look at the side there. Of course, you can see all these details. Right there is the grills, and you get the cab windows and the doors here. There's also some rivets on the cab. Side rod detailing on the running board there. Again, some people aren't a fan of this. I personally am. I think that looks pretty good, and like I said, Tomy did it for their narrow gauge engines back in 2012, and you know that turned out pretty well. So this looks good to me too. I believe that's a stepladder, or no, the stepladder's back here. I'm not really sure what that is, but it's got rivets on it, so that's something. We got printed buffer detailing here. Nothing on the back, unfortunately. I wish we could have gotten some buffers, maybe some back windows, but you know, I mean, I'm still happy with what we have. So obviously, it's the same across both sides. And then, of course, he's got the new style of wheels there as well. Again, I really don't think these look very bad. Some people don't like them. That's fair. I personally am okay with them. And looking there, of course, you can see his name on the bottom. A little cloud logo for the Thomas & Friends logo, of course, without the words in it for some reason. And then you have some recall codes or factory codes or whatever they're called. So yeah, the way Diesel's built here, the front piece is all plastic, and then also carries over this little protruding box right there. So yeah, I don't really know what that box is meant to be, but it's there, and it actually protrudes out like it should, and that's a really welcome detail. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say for the little look here at Diesel. And now I'm gonna go and compare him to the previous Wooden Railway model. I've got them both side by side, and I have to say, I mean, what a difference. I mean, just look at that. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, the face on the 2013 Diesel model, it's bad. It's really bad. It's not Diesel at all, and this new one is actually much, much better. Fits his personality. Like I said in the previous Rosie review, it's a lot more expressive, and that's something I personally really enjoy. So yeah, of course, no buffers here, although this Diesel does have the at least a printed buffer beam, just no buffer, so it's kind of pointless. And if we look on the back there, again, there's nothing on either back. You can barely tell. Like, if you couldn't see the wheels, you could barely tell the difference. But yeah, no, from every other angle, it's very, very different. The details on the new model are actually are actually like a bit more muted, I guess is the proper word to say, because like on the 2013 model, they're just like bright white, like they kind of pop out against the black paint here. But then you have it more texture like on this model, and it's also just a little bit darker, and I feel like it's not as harsh of a contrast. So that is one thing I'll give to the 2022. And yeah, so overall, I mean, the details are pretty much the same, just in the different positions for some of them. As you can see here, this diesel doesn't have any side rods, but you can even see this little box here, like the exact same, except this one is just kind of there, and it makes diesel look even more boxy, like he really shouldn't be. There's a top view of both of them. Like, we even have, like, these silver bits here on the top, and you can even, like, feel these. They're, like, textured on there. I really like this. This is a good diesel toy, and you can't really say that too often, to be honest. Diesel has some really bad merchandise. But yeah, overall, I mean, especially comparing it to 2013, I've got to give it to the 2022 model. I mean, it's fantastic. Again, aside from the factory error, which again, what leads me to believe that this is like just a problem overall with a batch of these is a fellow YouTuber, Troublesome Junction. You might have seen his review on this diesel. If you haven't, go watch it. It's way funnier than I could ever be. But yeah, he also reported the same error with this diesel model. And I believe maybe just a batch of them like was shipped to Amazon or something, like the batch with like the screwed up face printing. So yeah, again, if you're gonna buy diesel on Amazon, just be careful, be wary of that happening. But yeah, without further ado, I don't think I have anything else to say. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching and have a great day. Max Monty 1516 signing out.